Hi everyone, it's Liz and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be doing a get ready with me while I talk about a few things that I wish I knew before moving to Korea. Let me do my makeup. Okay, so right now for my cushion, I'm using a Muse. I'm O2 healthy, but after doing my color analysis, this actually might not be my color, but we're still gonna use it. Ooh. Number one is Google Maps does not work here. I was reading that the reason why Google Maps doesn't work in Korea is because the Korean government requires that the mapping data be stored on a local server for national security purposes. So they prefer using their own map. So a map that I would recommend using is Naver Map and Kakao Map. I personally like Naver Map better, but everyone has their own preferences. Okay, number two is separating your trash and recyclables. So I actually did make a video about this on how to recycle your trash and recyclables here in Korea because it can be a little bit intimidating, at least for me it was. If you want to know more about that, I will link my video somewhere. I'll figure out how to do that, but I'll link it somewhere. So next I'm doing my concealer. So before I moved to Korea, I was living in LA, and I feel like in LA it's all about like getting tan, going to the beach and getting tan, and all that. And here in Korea it's like the complete opposite. Here it's like, oh, let me cover every inch of my body and be super pale. This was I don't know if you can see that well, but this was my color back in LA. So not super tan, but tanner than I am now. And this is sort of almost where I am. Like, look at that difference. That difference is crazy. Oh yeah, these are the brands that I'm using. I really like Ilia. Wake Make concealer is okay. It's a little bit drying for me, and I like the Ilia a lot, so I just mix these two. Buying hair products for wavy and curly hair is really hard. Or not, no, it's sort of hard to find here. So I recently found out that I have wavy hair, or I didn't recently find out, it was more just like, I was under the assumption that I did have wavy hair because, on TikTok when everybody was finding out that they had wavy hair, everyone was doing like wavy hair like routines, and I just felt like I couldn't, it was very overwhelming for me. So I just never bothered. Like I looked a little bit into the curly girl method, but I just felt like it was so overwhelming for me that I just didn't. Am I recording? Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry. I guess like back to my point, I just don't feel like I have a lot of options, which is like crazy because like there are Asians that with wavy or curly hair, but I think the majority is like thin, straight hair, so they don't have a lot of options. Korea does have like this website called Coupang, and it's pretty much like Korean Amazon. So if you are coming to Korea and you're like low on your like hair care products or really anything, I do recommend using Coupang. Okay, number four has a few things, and it's just, so I guess for this one, I wanted to talk about the restaurant culture here in Korea. So I'm using the Fenty Beauty blush stick in Beach Bum. I really like this one. I'm always going back to this, yeah. And I just put a little bit right here. By the way, I don't really know how to do makeup. If you have any tips for me how to do my makeup better, let me know. Okay, usually at most restaurants, they'll have like a area that says like self-serve, or they'll tell you like, oh, self-serve, and what they mean is like you have to go get your own water and your own side dishes. So that's just something to know. Yeah, and like don't worry if you look confused, they'll literally tell you like, oh, self-serve, and like show you where to go. Your utensils, so like your spoon and chopsticks, are usually in this box on the table or in the drawer of the side of the table. Oh, and in the drawer there's usually like also napkins. If there's not napkins there, they usually have like a napkin dispenser on the wall and you just grab napkins from there too. Another thing in Korea is that once they think that you're done ordering, they will put the check on your table. I mean, obviously you can order more things, so if you realize that you want like a Coke in the middle of dinner, they'll just update the receipt, and once you're done eating, you just take that receipt to the front and you just pay in the front. And since a lot of it's self-serve and like you're going up to pay and everything, you don't have to tip, so there's no like tipping culture here, which is, I think it's great, to be honest. I don't really mind getting the bare minimum service. I don't know, I don't really need it, and I would rather save that extra money on something else. My blush blended in. Number 5, public transportation. It's like, let's say you're taking a bus and you have to transfer to the subway or to another bus. Make sure you tap your T-Money card. That's what they call their transportation card. Make sure you tap the T-Money card again on the bus before leaving the bus, because that signifies that you want to transfer. So when you tap your T-Money card again onto another bus, or when you enter the subway, it doesn't charge you extra. If it does charge you extra, it's like 200 won. It's like not that much, and that's usually just because you're going like a lot further in distance, and you have like 30-minute window period before they do charge you. When I first came to Korea, I saw people like tapping their card and some people not tapping their cards, so I was so confused. So that is just something to know when taking public transportation here in Korea. Okay, usually if I was just going to work, I would finish here and just like add some lipstick and just be done. But because I have more to talk about and I wanted to actually make another video after this video, I will continue my makeup. I have the Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow palette. Another thing to know before coming to Korea is figure out your MBTI, because I feel like Korea loves that. It's the easiest way to bond with the locals here in Korea, because I feel like all Koreans know their MBTI. For me, if you're curious about to know what my MBTI is I am an INFJ. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that, but I am an INFJ. And I would love to know your MBTI. Yeah, it's quite interesting because I feel like back in LA and New York, I think it's all about like horoscope and your big threes and everything. Here in Korea, it's all about MBTIs. So yeah, know your MBTI before coming here. Couples are everywhere. Me being on my single girly adventures, just know that you're gonna see couples everywhere. Now, it is really cute. Like, they do everything from like matching their outfits together or like color coordinating their outfits, so like at least they look aesthetically pleasing. Okay, let's get back into my makeup. Okay, one is done. They're not even in Korea, there's a really big drinking and smoking culture here. I've definitely lived in other cities with big smoking culture. Like, I feel like New York,
or at least the college that I went to, everyone be smoking. Like, there was a joke that our mascot should have been a cigarette instead of a narwhal, because like how many people had to smoke at my school.
And when I was in Paris, Parisians also love to smoke, and Korea is also on that list where Koreans love to smoke. So there's huge smoking culture here. But drinking here in Korea is really fun. I really love drinking in Korea, especially if you go out with the locals. It's a lot of fun. So if you ever come to Korea, make friends with the locals, or just make friends, or come here with friends, and you'll have a great time. Yeah, alcohol is cheap. You can drink on the street, and yeah, it's a really fun time drinking here. And like restaurants open out late, so after you're done clubbing, you can go get food afterwards, and it's really fun. It's really fun. I will say, like, I didn't write this in my notes. I was getting sent Instagram reels of like the clubbing culture there in Korea, and one of the videos was talking about how clubbing in Korea can feel a little bit rapey because the guys can be quite aggressive, which is true. Guys in Korea, especially in Seoul. Yeah, I need to talk about my clubbing experience for a second. When I was out clubbing in Seoul, I can see what the content creator in the video was talking about when she was saying that her friend felt like clubbing in Korea can be a bit rapey feeling, just because guys have no problem with like grabbing your wrist and like just taking you for themselves or like following you to the bathroom. Yeah, so in Seoul, definitely. Here in Busan, I feel like it's a bit chiller. I feel like they have a little bit more respect for boundaries, which is better. So I haven't had any, like, I personally haven't had an experience where a guy is grabbing me, nor I haven't really seen my friends also. They haven't been grabbed away from me. I feel like the guys in Busan are a lot chiller than the guys in Seoul. That's just my personal experience. Oh, I forgot to show you my mascara. I'm using the Curl Fix from Etude House. My last point is Korea is pretty card friendly. There has only been one incident where somebody asked me to use cash, and I think it maybe was because she knew that we were all foreigners. Actually, I don't know why. Never mind, that doesn't make sense. But yeah, there's only been one instance where someone told me like, oh, cash only. But aside from that, everybody has taken card. Unless you're buying like fruit and vegetable off like street vendors, then maybe you do need cash. Get a travel friendly card and you'll be set. I am using the Peaches, no, Peri Para. So that is my makeup. I'm done. Oh, highlighter. Oh wait, that's not my highlighter. Highlighter. I'm also using the Fenty highlighter. Okay. We are done with my makeup. How do I look? That is all for this video. Maybe I should change. Maybe I should look a little bit more presentable before I exit out. Okay, give me a second. Hold on. Okay, so that is all for today. These are some of the things that I wish I knew before moving to Korea. Thank you again for watching my video. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.